Yeah, you're all welcome to Biotics channel. This is a channel where we continue to brainstorm on biotical issues and challenges as they affect humanity, as they affect the entire ecosystem. Our discussion ranging from technology and society, every development of humanity that affects the human person and the society, the environment where we live. Try to talk about environmental sustainability and see how we can make the world a livable place for all creations, both human beings and non-human existence. So I am Pascal Aneke, your uncle on today's program, but I'm not going to be the presenter. And the presenter, I will introduce the presenter shortly. So by my right is Dr.
Lara Oshinawo.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And then the presenter of today's program is going to be Taiwo Ololade, the young philosopher with innumerable potentials. So we are listening to you today, young lady.
Good day, everyone. It's nice having me here. And today I'll be presenting on the effect of social media on the academic performance of children. First, what is social media? Social media refers to online platforms and tools that allows users to create, share, and interact with content, information, or other users. And when we talk about social media, we talk about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. These are all examples of social media. And we should note that it's the addiction or excessive usage of social media that brings about its negative effect. And when we talk about children, we are talking about kids below the age of 18. So what are its negative effects? Number one on my notes, I have less time for studying. Children prefer to be online, following trending events, streaming live programs, chatting with virtual friends rather than spending time with their books, acquiring knowledge. They do this most of the time because they feel this is what will make them know things that are trending. So they spend more time using their phones rather than studying. Then the second is health detriment. The excess time spent on their social media affects their sleeping pattern, their sight, and in turn makes them tired and restless in class. They spend all their time chatting, making videos or content, and this can affect them health-wise because it will affect their sleeping pattern. And when it's time to study in classroom, that's when you see some sleeping, you see some tired. They are not concentrating in class. Then 3, lack of self-esteem. Students might experience low self-esteem, feeling of inadequacy, lack of confidence, fear of missing out, and be sidetracked from their own academic objective if they compare themselves to classmates or peers they see on social media. This is really rampant in today's society. People just filter their lives now and post it online. So you think this is how fine or how good their life is. No. This in turn will make, when students watch it, they will feel like they are left out or they are not doing enough. No, everyone has his or her race and we are all working towards that race. There should not be pressure on anybody. Number 4, distraction or lack of focus. Students are easily distracted from their studies by constant notification, endless scrolling feeds, and the appeal of viral material. Their mind become occupied with what they see online and who they met online rather than focusing in the classroom. They met one friend online, so they are chatting with the friend is telling them this, is telling them that. They are more engrossed on that than their studies. And we know that for every negative thing there will also be a positive thing, and for every positive thing there will be a negative thing. So now we go to the positive effects. Number 1 is access to educational resources. While social media may be a diversion for children, it also provides them with the opportunity to get access to educational resources and interact with educational materials. Yes, it's online. You hear some children speak and you ask them, where did you know this thing from? They tell you, I saw it on this platform, I saw it on that. So social media actually also helps students. Students have access to more learning resources because of the widespread use of social media platforms, where many educational institutions, professors, and academics offer relevant academic materials and thoughts. Yes, this is true. Then number 2, collaboration and networking. Students may connect with one another, expand their professional network, and share their knowledge by using social media. Students may benefit from connecting with their classmates, exchanging ideas, and deepening their understanding via online study groups, forums, and discussion platforms. This is what is even happening. For my school, Unilag, we actually had online class, and this really also helped us. So this, if students are online doing their social media and everything, it can actually help them with collaboration and networking. Then number 3, new approaches to learning. Social media can offer alternative way for students to learn, such as taught interactive tutorials, study group sessions, and collaborative projects. They form groups online for studying, for learning, and this has really helped students. So with that, I want to tell you that there is the positive and the negative aspects of social media on the educational performance of children. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Then you actually hit it within the time limit. And we talked about effects of social media on academic performance of children. And from your presentation, we see that there are positive sides, the upside, there are downsides. In other words, social media is a product of human creative ingenuity, it's a product of human technology. It can be used for human welfare. It also have negative effects that can say warfare against the human person.
Yes.
And trying to see how can we employ this, how can you use social media for purely human welfare that will help humanity instead of being detrimental to human flourishing. And I mean, this is a vexing issue, when we talk about social media, because we look at certain countries are already minimizing, banning children, restraining children from using social media. I think some countries say like 16, if not up to 16 or so. But we still look at the other side that exposure to social media also, based on the positive side you mentioned, look at learning has become largely electronic based, e-based, AI in education. And you cannot use AI without the medium, the platform, whether Android phone, Apple phone, a laptop, all those the electronic medium, or well, the small tablet. That is like the platform to connect to the internet. To have that connectivity must be is the product of technology. So how are we really going to advance with the changing world, move on, keep pace with the changing world, which is based on social media, is based on technology, is driven by a revolution in scientific technologies. And then we're also looking at how to cope with the negative effects of this. So it also is like two-edged sword. So it's really difficult for us to really, explore the positive sides of social media and then downplay the negative side. And then when we carry both along, how are we going to navigate this terrain, this difficult terrain that could easily lead to that slippery slope? Wrong use of it, problem comes. On the social media, you watch religious programs which can help edify. You look at social activities, you mentioned collaboration and networking. You go to network, connect, academic works are done there. You look at the other side, corruption, immorality, the rise of immorality, all those things at your fingertips, just tap, connect. You are in the other world. So it's like in the Bible they say light and darkness are there. You are advised to choose the light. So the two ways, the way of life and the way of destruction, are in our hands. And this social media platform, the whole ways are there. You click this, change that channel, you get to the negative side. You click this channel, you get to the positive side. And all these things are with us. Is it possible for us to actually control children and direct our children? Because when you expose them, you might not be there to control them, their use of social media. So the problem still lingers. Well, I don't know whether you have something to say about this.
Yeah, you're very right. Like one of the most important things is to discuss about regulating screen time. And one of the important questions to ask is, at what particular age can we give children or a child access to the social media? Because that is very important. At what particular age? And if we look at the age structure, we have pre-puberty, we have younger children between the ages of, let's say, toddler, from the age of 2 to 5. Then we have older children Then we have teenagers. We have the twins or twinnies as we call them. Then we have the adolescents before we even come to the age group of those that can be called youth. So at what age in particular can we regulate screen time, or at what age can we introduce a child to the phone, for instance? That is an important question. For me, I believe that children should begin first with play. Let them get used to their environment, because when we give them too much access to the social media, there's the tendency to lose touch with their environment. They can lose touch with people. They can become isolated because they are getting so much used to using the social media, and this can affect the interaction between children and their parents, between teachers and the students. So I believe that from the age of 2 to about 5 years of age, children should be encouraged to interact more with people rather than the phone, rather than gadgets.
Physically instead of virtually.
Physically. But as they grow older, they can be introduced to the use of social media, but it must come with guidance. There must be adults that will guide these children so that there won't be excessive and inordinate use of these social media platforms. Because we have to look at other issues such as predatory nature of people. You know, they get to interact with strangers. The parents may not know who their children are interacting with. And we've had cases of kidnap. We've had cases of adults pretending to be children as well online. Meanwhile, they are adults, and they are targeting these children to do them harm. So for me, I believe that the age at which children should be introduced to these gadgets should be at a point when they are already familiar with their environment. So I believe maybe from the age of 6 years, 7 years, you can begin to gradually introduce them to the use of these gadgets.
Thank you very much. You are finding the problem still lingers. If education becomes largely computer or e-based, and the only medium or the access is being on the screen, will the children be missing out when we do not allow them to start using the social media on time? They will say, okay, say from age 16, to start using it. Between age 12 and 14, will they be missing out on certain important or the benefits of the social media? I don't know the presenter. I don't know whether you can enlighten us more on this.
Well, I don't think they would be missing out, because as children they are to do things that children should do. Social media, mostly what we see on social media are adults content. The children content are no more than cartoons or maybe any other thing, and any other advice they want to get, they can get it from their parents rather than getting it online.
We still see that even the fact that we see that social media has positive sides, it also has negative sides. All we need to do is always monitor, continuous monitoring, and then guiding the children on proper use of social media, so that it will not do us more harm than good, but it has to do us more good than harm. Thank you very much.